insanity is necessary for ultimate liberation. You cannot stay sane and be free from all things. Right? It makes sense, it's logical. Whatever commonsensical social conditioning that you have is still a conditioning of sort. And if you are unwilling to break free from that as well, I don't see how you can. You cannot. Levels of enlightenment. You can have some conditioning and be sort of enlightened. I find a rose, a perfect rose, to be a far beautiful manifestation than some other flowers, whatever they may be. So, in my opinion, the rose is a greater flower, is a better flower. Same way, depending on what kind of flower you want to be, you need to uncondition yourself. You can be what we might call an ordinary saintly person. That is one level, where you are saintly, you have touched that in some way and you are in touch with that sort of all the time. So that is one level. Another level is well, it's a gradient. There's no one level, two level, three level like that. I can't help but say I am striving to attain the highest level of existence just before non-existence. And that is what I consider to be the highest yoga. It is a state I have not attained. In that state, I imagine the elements are absolutely, totally slaves to my will. Everyone has the potential to do this, I believe. Potential, yes. Inclination, probably not. Yes. Most people will not have the inclination to go through this. They'll be happy when the moment of dissolution appears. Okay, fine. Let's restart the conversation in a say, revisit the same concepts, but now with better perspective, more accurate perspective, more helpful perspective. So, even to say that there are gradients of consciousness. What? Gradients of consciousness? What is that? No, there is a gradient of consciousness is only relatively true. Actually, each being is a unique manifestation with its own unique characteristics and combinations of the fundamental building blocks, whatever they may be. So, the fundamental building blocks may be the same for different individuals, but still what they manifest as is different. So I understand I think this leads me to come to this understanding that there is no, in my opinion, a standard yoga. Your yoga is in some way different than my yoga. because you are in some way different than me. Anyway, for what I am striving to do, for what I am striving to be, if I am saying I want to have control over the elements, definitely I cannot be conditioned with all the social stuff. It's not possible. See, in some way, for you to have this state, you have to be all inclusive, all accepting, and your common sense, your common conditioning won't allow you to cross such thresholds, because you are still in a certain relative good bad sort of perspective, mindset, so you can't break free. But in Satyug, I think we will have lots of people like that. Maybe everybody will like that, who knows, or maybe not everybody, I don't know about that. It wouldn't be so much fun if it's like that, probably, but let's say many, much more, many, not a totally almost like an imaginary or mythical state, right? No, it's a mythical state, right? How many people do you personally know who control the elements? Maybe one, two. If you do, that's great. Anyway, so that is what I am striving for. And if you are striving to be the master of the universe, you have to go crazy. I know I am going to. Well, I sort of already have began, so I can't say I'm going to. But my craziness is not flowered completely. So there's work to do.